It's the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for Thursday, the 4th of June. I'm Michael Groff. One more day with excessively hot temperatures before we start to see a reprieve from the heat in here for tomorrow and heading into the weekend. High temperatures could be around 10 degrees below average. And we may see a little bit of rain along the way as well for tomorrow and tomorrow night. So a lot going on. Let's get into it. First, yesterday in the valley, 110 degrees was the afternoon high. 85, that record warm morning low temperature, and the normal high 101, the normal low 74. Outside now as we look east toward the Superstition Mountains, a lot of smoke there. That is the Sawtooth Fire that continues to burn. It's already scorched over 21,000 acres. That was a lightning-caused brush fire, and a lot of those are going on across the state at this time as we have an extremely high fire danger situation that's not going to change a whole lot, although the cooler temperatures should help. Anyway, at this hour, 5:45 a.m., we've got mostly clear skies around the valley. We're sitting at 84 degrees at Sky Harbor, dew points at 48, humidity 29%. The winds are light and the barometer is rising. Temperatures out there this morning, 71, the cool spot at Fort McDowell, 75, Granite Reef Dam, 78 at Saguaro Lake and in Gilbert. Otherwise, we are mostly in the 80s to near 90 across the metro, another very warm start to the day. The upper air look continues to show our belt of westerlies sits well to the north of Arizona. We're protected by a 588 ridge and an upper low that is off to our west. It's just been sitting out there all week off of the Southern California and Baja coast, but is going to start to move east today, and that will be a bit of a weather maker for us tomorrow, as you'll see. Here's the watch warning map. We've got an excessive heat warning still in effect through 8 p.m. tonight. And that extends for much of southern and western Arizona, all the way up the Colorado River into parts of southern Nevada, as well as southeast California. More heat advisories continue for the valleys of central and northern California as well. Here's the convective outlook. A number of slight risk zones across the country, one over the upper Midwest to include Aberdeen and Sioux Falls, South Dakota, over toward Rochester and Redwood Falls, Minnesota, Des Moines, Iowa. Another one there for the Texas Panhandle eastward toward Oklahoma City, and yet another around Philadelphia and Baltimore and some of the adjacent areas. Checking out the tropics, that's our latest satellite presentation on Cristobal, the third named storm of the Atlantic season. The center of circulation actually over land right now. It's over the Yucatan, but it will eventually emerge back out over the Gulf sometime tonight or tomorrow, and it should maintain tropical storm strength. Here's the latest particulars from the Hurricane Center. Max sustained winds at 40 miles per hour. This should probably weaken to a depression since it is over land as we go through the day today, but once it emerges back over the water, will intensify once again to at least a tropical storm. There's a couple of models that may bring it up to a minimal hurricane, but I doubt that happens. It should make landfall later this weekend, early next week, somewhere along the Louisiana coast. That's at least the official track from the Hurricane Center. The European Ensemble is in pretty good agreement with that idea as well. The ensemble mean certainly is, and most of the members are clustered there as well. But of course, you've got to watch these systems because sometimes they can throw you a curveball. All right, precipitation for the next 7 days. And actually, the WPC is showing a little bit of measurable rain here in Phoenix, generally less than 1/10 of an inch. Although I suppose an isolated spot could see more, and that is from our upper low that will come through here tomorrow. And we'll detail that as we look at the models now. Here we go to the GFS, the 06Z run valid at 2 o'clock this afternoon. All right, there's our ridge centered just to our south and east, the upper low to the west. And so for us down at the surface, mostly sunny skies, some clouds come in this afternoon, and isolated showers and thunderstorms will be possible over the eastern portion of the state later this afternoon and this evening, mainly staying well east of the valley. High temperatures today will be scorching again, 108 to 111, thus our excessive heat warning. Tonight, the skies are partly cloudy in the evening. We become mostly cloudy overnight. And I think with the added cloud cover around and some increase in moisture, overnight lows generally stay in the 80s for most of us, upper 70s in the cooler pockets. And then tomorrow, that upper low comes through, and there's enough moisture and dynamic support to at least warrant isolated showers and thunderstorms across central and eastern Arizona. We're going to include a small chance of rain into our forecast here in Phoenix. And the day starts out mostly cloudy. I think we'll see a little bit more sun as we go into the afternoon, but even at that, still a fair bit of cloud cover around. And that means high temperatures should be lower with slightly increased humidity. Highs between about 102 to 105. Tomorrow night, continued slight chance of showers and storms before that clears out of here after midnight. And then the day on Saturday, the low is out of here and we dry out. High temperatures will be cooler too. Low to mid 90s for the highs on Saturday. How about that? Around 10 degrees below average perhaps in some spots. Sunday, we'll start the day out in the 60s for most spots and high temperatures still mid 90s. Low to mid 90s on Monday as troughing continues north of Arizona and the cool air advection will come through. Cool relative for this time of year, of course. Tuesday, we'll start to warm it up a little bit back in the mid and upper 90s. The sky remains mostly sunny, and Wednesday, highs around 100 to 103. Pretty normal stuff for this time of year. Here's a week from today. This is Thursday, the 11th of June. Trough moving on to the Pacific Northwest coast, and a broad south to southwesterly flow here, so we look pretty dry with a 594 ridge off to the east, and high temperatures getting pretty toasty once more. And going out 10 days to the end of the forecast period. This is Saturday, the 13th of June. And again, a trough over the Pacific Northwest, a dry west-southwesterly flow here, ridging to the east. And that's a dry forecast for us. Here's the precipitation output coming off of the GFS ensemble, and most of the members do show measurable rain in here, and that would occur tomorrow. The ensemble mean is around 6 or 7 hundredths of an inch, which isn't a lot, but keep in mind June 5th is an especially dry day historically in Phoenix. It has only rained one time in 125 years, only one day with measurable rain, and that was in 2015. So other than that, it's never rained in Phoenix on June 5th. And June 11th, it has never rained at all. There's never been measurable rain in Phoenix. So that just tells you how dry a month June typically is around here. All right, temperatures off the national blend of models. It's got us at 110 today and 107 tomorrow. But then how about highs in the 90s for a few days? And those overnight lows will drop in the 60s or low 70s. And that looks pretty good before we start to warm it up again next week. And that should about do it for the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for today. My next video back here tomorrow morning. If you enjoy these videos, be sure to subscribe, like, share, and click that notification bell so that whenever we post a brand new video, you'll be alerted. Your comments, questions, and suggestions always encouraged as well. I thank you so much for watching. You guys be safe, stay cool, drink plenty of water, watch your kids around swimming pools. It's especially important this time of year. And have yourselves a great Thursday.